Hey, g'day guys, how you going? It's Iski here. I thought I'd quickly rip the camera out and do a quick video on my new bandsaw. That might confuse a few people because I just released a video a couple of weeks ago where I found another bandsaw and fixed that one. In fact, I didn't fix it. I got an old mate of mine, Ross. He's in his late 70s and he's always looking for little projects to do. I asked him if he wanted to fix that first one, the one that I found a couple of weeks ago, and he did a great job. And I'll stick a link to that video in the description of this video. Check that out, it's quite cool. I was very excited to find that one because I always wanted a bandsaw. But the thing I didn't mention is that I already had found a bandsaw. It had just been put away and yeah, I just never got around to fixing it. In fact, I found this one just over a year ago, so not so long ago. When Ross came over and picked that one that I found a couple of weeks ago up to fix it, I showed him this one. I showed him what the problem was, and he just came back to me a couple of days ago and said, hey, you know that bandsaw, do you want me to fix that one for you as well? And I was like, yeah, sure, no worries if you want. And he did, and he's done a great job. Basically, it was an easy fix. He just had to, he did realign a few things and it's working great. But I'll show you what the problem was with this particular saw. In fact, I'll give you a bit of history. I found this one at the dump. So I was at the dump one day and I saw this. It was lying in the mud. The bulldozer was actually coming over to push everything up. So I picked it up, I saw potential, and I decided to try and, see what was wrong with it at least. And I brought it home. And the first thing I did before I even pulled it out of the van is I pulled this, cover off, or I opened the cover like I've just done now. Now, the first thing that happened when I undid that is I noticed all of this stuff fell out. And here's a few pieces of it here. All of this stuff fell out, and I didn't know, there was just like dozens and dozens of pieces, like so much more than what you see there. I didn't know what it was, and it took me a little while, but I worked out that that stuff there basically goes around the outer lip of these wheels. And that's basically what these blades run on. So basically, it had just perished away. It had just, deteriorated. So the top wheel had deteriorated and the bottom as well. So I did look online trying to find spare parts for this, and I couldn't find anything anywhere. Honestly, I did look, I couldn't find anything. So I had to come up with my own solution. And the first thing I thought of was, if you have a look at some of my other videos, I like going to the dump and finding washing machines and trying to fix washing machines. And so I've got a lot of parts. I've got so many parts. And what I do have a lot of are these belts. I've got dozens and dozens of these things. I throw them away by the fistfuls sometimes. But if we grab one of these, put it there, we grab a piece of this and kind of put that, if we can get the camera. Sorry, this gimbal's playing up at the moment that the camera's on. But yeah, so if we put that there, look how close that is. I think it's maybe 1/2 mil wider, this belt, than this stuff here. In fact, I grabbed this, I actually stuck it up here, I put it inside the cradle there, and it just fit perfectly. Like, it was so good. It was the same thickness. So yeah, we were on a winner. So I showed Ross that, he agreed that's a good idea, and I just gave him a couple of these belts. In fact, if anyone out there wants to do this and they don't want to buy these belts, I mean, just go to the dump. You can pull, there's always front load washing machines at the dump. It would literally take you less than 20 seconds to take the back cover off and pull the belt off. It's that easy. So yeah, that's what I used. All Ross did was cut it to size, and he just, dabbed a bit of glue everywhere, so often, not over the whole wheel, but just every so often he put some glue, and it's holding it down. I think he used Araldite or something like that, but that was my solution. I think it works quite well, so let's have a go. So there you go, fix this with a washing machine. So we have a washing machine belt that runs on this lip here. So there we go. But other than that, I think that was literally the only thing that was, needed attention. That was the only reason it was thrown out. Yeah, there's a couple of other things that I need to fix up, like I need to put a battery in this laser, which I'm not even kind of concerned about, because I still don't understand why you put a laser on a machine that's used to cut curves. I'm sure there's a reason, so maybe one day I'll figure it out. But there you go. It works great, and it cuts so nicely. In fact, this one here cuts so much better than that first one that I found, and I think it's because this blade here, see, it's only like 5 or 6 mil, whereas that first one that I found was more like 10 to 12 mil. And you can actually feel it when you're pushing the timber through. On the first one, it's a lot more difficult to push through. Maybe the blade's also, blunt. But this one here, in fact, check this out. Let's just set you here, angle you down. But this here, this is the cut that I did yesterday. I was going to do a live cut on this video, but I thought, I just cleaned this table. But yeah, look at the nice tight curves that I'm getting with that, and it just slices through this like butter. So I'm super stoked with it. So what I've decided to do is probably sell that other one, that first one that Ross fixed for me. I'll put that, like I said, I'll put a link to that video in this description. Check that video out, it's quite interesting. But I'm going to sell that one, and I am going to hold on to this one because it just seems to work a lot nicer. And it's also a lot lighter. It's so much easier to carry and move around, whereas the other one is roughly the same size. It might be a little bit bigger, but man, it's so much heavier. And unfortunately, I can't actually just set one of these up somewhere and have a dedicated spot in my house for it. It's something that I have to put away and pull out whenever I need it. So, ease of maneuverability is essential, I guess. But there you go. I thought I'd just do a really quick video for you and show you that. I hope you like it. It's really cool that we can save these things. Like, seriously, this should be destroyed by now. But, with a bit of effort, it lives to fight another day. And I'm going to hold on to it. It's going to be mine. So there you go. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.